Good morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to living my solo van life. In today's video, if you saw the last video, I have been gifted a Multiplus 2 3 kVA inverter with a built-in 120 amp charger. That to me is a game changer, because I did have two IP22 battery chargers that you could plug into the mains and charge up at 60 amps. Now I wanted to upgrade my charger so it can now do 120 amps. That's twice as fast. Anyway, I'll spin the camera around and I'll show you how far I've got. I haven't got really very far, to be fair, but there you go. Anyway, so you can see here there is an awful lot of Victron stuff, and some of it, like some people have said, my god, that's a bit overkill. Well, it's not really, because in the corner there I have two XS's that charge at 50 amps because it's two Fogstar batteries. I have a whopping great 150 85 TR, and this is a VE CAN bus solar controller with the display. And these are my original solar controllers. So I had one for the roof and one for the ground panel. Now if you look here, I have a solar combiner. So all the solar panels are going to go into this and then go into this one. I shall keep this for a backup, but I shall remove this. Also, I've got 3 Lynx distributors, a Servo GX, and in the van, up in that corner there, I also have the IXO extender. This is a DC to DC converter, which is from 12 to 24, and that will be for Starlink. That also will be remotely powered by an on and off switch, hopefully via the new inverter. Now this is a Phoenix Smart inverter, and this is the one I'm going to take out today and give to a school. So I've already taken out the two IP22s. They possibly will be for sale. So today I've now got to take all of this out, and this is just temporary anyway. So I've already unscrewed this panel, and you can see my water pump, accumulator, everything's new behind there. So today I'm going to be taking out this, all this, take the inverter out, take this out because I don't need it, because when you kill the batteries over there, then the inverter's dead anyway. So thanks to Rob from Pack the Van and Go for pointing that out. It's just my OCD. Kill, kill, kill. You know what I mean? Also, this old style consumer unit is coming out. I'm having a new one there, and hopefully the other one will go there. So in, power in, power out, because there is a EU directive. I shall put the directive in the link below. It is BS something, not bullshit, but BS. Anyway, let me find that out now actually, because I'm going to tell you. Okay, these are the two IP22s that I've taken out, and if you see here, it's got BS 7671, and that's the new requirement for campervans. So I want to abide by this new regulation, and that is the main reason for the two consumer units, which are down here. So there's the new Multiplus 2 inverter, and there's the energy battery that I will be giving to the school, and the inverter that's in the back is also going to go to the school. Just a way of me paying it forward. So I have got a lot to do today. So let's see how far I get. It's not a bad day, it's not raining. We are banging in a little bit of solar, not very much because it is very overcast. So I'm getting 4.2 amps. Also, while I'm pointing at the GX, I wonder if someone can help me, because when you update this to the latest operating system, when you press in the corner here, you get the relays. Now, in the new operating system, you can name these relays, but for some unknown reason, when I update it to the latest version, they disappear. It says no devices found. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Obviously something's wrong that I'm doing, but I don't know how to do that. But I'm going to address that later, because it would be nice to name everything like you can on the GX extender. So anyway, enough of me waffling. Let's get back in the van, get the Milwaukee tools out and start stripping down. Okay, so all the shelving is out and now it's all behind me. So let's take the GPS thing off. That's the GPS for the servo. So all I've got to do now is take this shelf out, and I can get to all the connections underneath and take that off. So I'm going to do that now. But first of all, I think it's coffee time. Okay, after a quick coffee break, I have got all the shelving units out, and I might get another one of these actually, because this is my water filter. I can turn it off here and turn it off there, separate it and replace that. I might order one today actually. Okay, so the inverter. So all I've got to do now is disconnect all that underneath there. That shouldn't take too long. So here's the fuses. So I just turn this off, and that is that dead. So right, I'm going to crack on with that. Got my coffee. Right, and it is a pleasant day. We're getting a little bit more solar. Little display on there. I love that. I love that little display. It's the little things. Anyway, let's take this off because I'm giving that away to the school. Okay, so I've got the Phoenix inverter out, and there is the Multi Plus 2. Now look at that, pretty much the same size. So we have got across 270mm, 270mm. The depth is, if I can hold this tape measure, 135mm. Looks a little bit slimmer by the looks of it. 130mm. Okay, so we have a height, oh dear, height 515, and this should be the same, 515. So they are physically the same size, and hopefully I can use the bracket to hang that, so I'll spin them around. Well, the brackets are exactly the same, so like for like. Cool. Right, let's get this one in. Okay, so it's going to go exactly where that one went. Right, I'm going to have to put the camera down because I'm not going to be able to do this in real time. So I'll be back in a second. Whew. Right, well, there you go. It is on. So undo the 2 screws underneath, connect it all up. Shit, excuse my language. That's a heavy old beast. Right, okay, it's taking shape, cool. Right, crack on. Okay, everything is back in. The new 3 kVA inverter, multi plus 2, is in. Servo is working perfectly. I've put the consumer unit for the out, so basically that is going to be the van 240 coming across. I've still got all the Victron stuff there, and combiner in, and the input of the 240 volt, a socket, and my Milwaukee 12 volt charger. Now I have got to change all the MC4 connectors to glands, and I've got them here. So these are the glands that I'm gonna hopefully replace for them. So you can't put MC4 connectors through the roof, so with the normal glands I'm going to put them in there, open it all up, put them in there, and then I can put the solar wires combiner straight in to this, the beast of the solar controller. That's the idea. So today I would like to basically take this blue cable out of here and put it into here, and then the white cable goes to the rest of the 240 electrics, so it will then connect to the input or the pass through to the multi plus 2. That is the aim of today. Whether I get it done is another matter. I must admit, wiring all this is probably a little bit overwhelming, but it needs to be done. So the weather's not very nice out there actually. It's pretty misty, it's pretty cold, it's pretty miserable, and I'm in the back of the van, but needs must. So I'm going to crack on with that and see how far I get. Oh yeah, one thing I want to do, I've connected all the cables for the DC to DC converter for the 12 to 24 volt, so I can connect my Starlink to this, and hopefully with the remote cable here I can connect it to the relay of the multi plus 2 or a servo, so I can just basically go on the servo GX screen, touch 70, just press a button and this will bark up, and then it will bark up the Starlink. That's another thing I'd like to get done today. As I said, whether I get it done today, nobody knows, least of all me. Do you know what? Strangely, when I had the Transit, everything was a piece of cake. But this is not. It's such an evolution. It really, really is. But hey ho, I'm enjoying it, so I'm going to crack on. Rightio, a day later, we have got the new inverter in. We've got the first, which is tied to the inverter, consumer unit. We've got the solar combiner in, the second consumer unit, my Milwaukee charger, and at the moment I'm trying to connect the Orion, which is a 12 volt to 24 volt DC to DC converter, to the board. so I can use my Starlink. So that's what I'm doing today. So I've got some terminals, done one terminal, I've got to do the other, I've got to chop this cable, hunky dory. So I have now got some new Parkside tools, and let me show you these, because these are so cool. Look at that, got a little cutting device on it. 20 quid. Anyway, enough about that. Oh, and I got myself a new Milwaukee impact driver. So let's get this connected to the distribution box, and then through this little wire here I'm going to connect that to rather the new Multiplus 2 or a servo. So let's go and do that. Well, not let's go and do that, but let's try and do that. I want to be able to turn this off via servo, or if I can't turn it off on and off by the servo, I'm going to try and turn it on and off by the GX extender. So anyway, that is my plan today. So much Victron stuff, but it does look impressive. I must admit, it looks bloody impressive. I love this. I absolutely love all this blue. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that? Yeah, I love this stuff. I love Victron stuff. It just works. Anyway, that's all I can get done. So I'm going to crack on, and I'm listening to some music at the same time. Right, it's been super productive. I have programmed the Multiplus 2, and that is working perfectly. So if we go on the Servo GX, I've got my water heater, so it's on at the moment, and I can turn it off and then on. And then if I go on to this one, we have the absorption and the charging. So this is the relay for the Starlink. So now Starlink is on. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why that's at the end. Relay 1 and relay 2 is all the way over here. So anyway, I'll have to sort that out. But there you go, all done. Charging, absorption, so it's using a pass-through. Batteries are at 100%. DC loads, solar, nothing at the moment. Job's a good one. So we've got the controller, the new controller for the Multiplus 2, and I've got another one as well. But also what I like is, because I've got a smart home, I can turn the inverter on and off here. I can turn the max air fan off or on. You can hear it. Lights. So lights. So I can get it in. So lights. See, lights off. Lights on. Right, happy days. So I am gonna edit this video. Hopefully you'll find some value in basically upgrading from a Phoenix inverter to a Multiplus 2. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you like this video, found it interesting or found some value out of it, click and subscribe. Also give us a hype, leave a comment down below, and if you want to become a member for early content, it's only 99p, and that'd be so cool to see you over there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.